This is Martin's Podcast, episode 1. This is my first podcast, basically. I wanted to talk about how my summer holiday was, which was like a month long of my college, where I'm doing an ICT course. Well, immediately after I was off, I just did what I basically do best, which is just hang out in my room and start playing games on my computer. It's a pretty beefy, epic computer. I won't say it's like the best, but like it's beefy enough to handle pretty much anything. Not the best performance, but pretty much everything that's out there, and I'm pretty proud of that. But I've been playing very non-intensive games quite recently. Like they've been more like survival games, but in like 2D. For example, I've been playing a bit of Terraria and currently playing Starbound. They're really fun games, made by the same company. They have the same premise and basically the same thing, but one's in the wilderness and the other is in space. You're in a cookie if you figure out which is which. And my summer has been pretty dry recently. Considering things to do, that I did, but I still enjoyed myself. Like I wasn't like miserable or anything. My dog is over 10 years old now, so I was busy attempting to build a coffin for him, a 2-foot coffin made out random bits of wood, and I didn't do any measurements whatsoever. I did bother to measure my dog. For that brief moment, was able to get his perfect measurement, which I think was 32 centimeters. So a 2-foot coffin then. I tried hammering some nails into bits of wood. That went horribly wrong, and I tried with a drill and sort of gave up halfway through. And I'm going to go back to it if ever, basically. But yeah, like my dog was in pretty good health. Like I only did it because it was just something to do during the summer, and I kind of regret now because it was a really bad idea to do that. Because it's been years since I did any woodwork, and I thought it would be something nice thing to do for the dog. And next time I guess is some lots of free time, and when I'm really bored, I get to get another whack at it. Use some proper equipment. And like a friend of mine saying it's botched, but I haven't done it yet. I'm halfway through, as I said, so I'll get through with that eventually. And I have like a wake, a sort of coffin where I'm gonna have like a part missing, where I shove the body in, and you can see like his head poking out the front. So when I put him in the ground, I could just see his head poking out. Like that's a bit depressing. But speaking of getting things done on board, I've been doing a bit of work, particularly for a communications course, about the corruption on Ireland, and the facts and the charts really depressed me. So I decided to play some Terraria and Starbound, as I mentioned earlier. I did enjoy them. I didn't enjoy the work though. It was kind of depressing and lengthy. And when I brought it in, my tutor was all like, "Yeah, we got to cut most of this out. And you kind of got the wrong premise of the whole thing." But like, what would you expect? I was bored and I just like glanced over certain areas and I just dumped a bunch of stuff in that looks like it was written in legalese. So I thought that was fair enough. There were these construction guys that were advertising an insulation plan to my dad about insulating the house by putting this foam stuff at the outside and covering it with concrete. They're sort of half finished with it. There's scaffolding all over the place. The house looks like a giant sponge right now, and they're gonna eventually get some concrete all up in here. Just all along the walls, and like it was like it's very noisy. They had to put like hundreds of drills of different holes for the special type of like fungus drill things. I'm not sure what they're really about. It's to help the house breathe and like keep it warm during the winter, so you don't have to use as much gas or electricity. So it's supposed to be commercially sound, and basically it's funded by the government halfly, because you get like a paid back half of it if for what you spend on it. If you get your house completely covered with this stuff, so we're kind of going with the 100% plan. It was kind of hilarious when my dad was paying the man to get the job paid for. He basically went to the bank, got 17 grand, and put in an envelope. Just I've never seen so many 50s in my life, and like a man wasn't stalling for time to stay any longer than he had to. Let's just put it that way. But like he managed to come here with his apprentice and just started to get some work done. And then it was a very noisy summer holiday of mine because of those drills. It would have been better without them, but I had scaffolding around the house, which is like having a parkour set up in here, but it was kind of steady, so I only went to the top and looked around and noticed that I got wobblier as I got up higher, which was interesting. I'm just really thankful that my friends didn't bother like running all over the stuff when they came here. Like they never even touched the scaffolding, which I'm glad they didn't do, because the scaffolding is quite flimsy. And one of my friends are like super into parkour, so he's smarter than he looks when it comes to health and safety while doing that parkour stuff. Like he knows the scaffolding isn't just sturdy, so he didn't like go crazy when he seen it, and I'm really glad that he didn't do that. Getting back to college has been kind of rough due to getting up and all that. I am not a morning person. I need to sleep during the day and wake up during the night. When the sun goes down, I go down. That's how it works for me. But I have to go against my nature in order to get the education and work sorted out. And I've been doing that for like 16 years of my life. So, like, give me a pat on the back and a coke and a smile, because I deserve it. Well, that's basically the podcast. It's kind of short and all, but my A drive on my computer is really giving out to me about full disk space, even though I had like 300 gigs of free space before, and then suddenly shot up to full for no reason. So it's kind of loopy. It's been kind of loopy since the very start. But, that's it. That's what you gotta put up with. And, I'll see what happens if I put this podcast up. If someone likes it, if someone out there actually likes it, wants to hear another, I might do another. Let me know if you want me to put up a new scene, a new image to put up. I just put up something for you to watch as I talk. Some people like to play games or drive around as they listen to podcasts. I just put up an image in case you want to glance at it for a bit. Don't glance at your phone or laptop if you're driving. For goodness sake, stop it. No, I swear, stop it. Stop it. You're going to kill someone, you mad thing. Well, whatever. See you next time, and farewell.